Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian and welcome back to Hearts 4 as we are playing with the Kaiserreich mod as the Russian Republic. So I went ahead and got our armies all prepared. We'll take a look at them one by one with their new generals and what I changed up before we actually start playing the episode. So I selected Vladimir here to lead the attack in Finland since he is a winter specialist and a winter expert. And this is probably the coldest place, our coldest front. Now, I don't know if that will apply. It depends on when we are ready to attack. It probably wouldn't be a bad thing to attack in winter because, yes, it would stymie some of our offensive here, but it would also help us quite a bit on defense. So, I probably would be fine with attacking in winter if we have to. So he's up there in the north with that pink army. Of course, we already had Markov leading the blue army. Same thing with the purple army. We had a commander for them. Nothing has changed with either of those armies. The red army has another Vladimir in charge, level 3, good attack. He's a commando as well. Then down here on the next armies here, we have the green army. We already had a commander there. Now you'll notice that I have changes up. It's no longer front line, and now it is instead a fallback line. And the reason for that is, I'm sure you guys know, we have several provinces that we're defending that we didn't fortify and didn't intend to keep defended, like this one here where they could attack from many different areas. Easily take that, so yeah, we want them to pull back. And the only real way to do that is with the fallback line. Also decrease the size of the green front because we need 2 divisions in each province, and we do not have that along the green front. So I adjusted it. We'll see how this looks. And then I did the same thing with the yellow army, as well as giving them a commander. They have this organizer here. So he has the bonus of planning speed, so that when we do change him back, he'll be able to get the planning done quicker when we change it back to a regular front line. But most importantly, he has the highest defense of all of our commanders, so pretty good for this defensive front here. And then the last thing we're gonna do here, guys, is this army over here. We don't have any reason to suspect that they're going to declare war on us anytime soon. And guys, we need every single unit we can get over here on this front. So we're just going to delete all of these lines here. And you know what? If they attack us over here, then it's going to be unfortunate. But you know what? 8 divisions wouldn't have been enough to do anything anyways. So we're going to send them over to this yellow front here. That'll get them up to 23 divisions. So we only need 1 more to have them be a full-size army. Have them all move over here, and hopefully we can get the whole front defended. And the reason why we did the line here, the fallback line here, is because of this province right there. So let's go ahead and see how this looks. It's going to take them a while to get over here. Let's make sure they take the railroads. Yeah, they're taking the railroads. Excellent. So a lot of adjustments need to be made. Let them do that. I got a truck outside that's just like making as much noise as it possibly can right now. We are still fighting over here. Remember, trying to keep them in the war as long as possible. Defending here doesn't look like they're even attacking over that way anyways. And yeah, still defending here, mostly focused on Paris, making sure they don't take Paris. Want to keep them in the war as long as possible, but again, they probably will capitulate before we join. Remember, we can't join until all these fortifications are done, and we still have a ways to go. We're here now, so we're getting there. We're almost there. We're not going to build up along these ones. Okay, remember, this is the Purple Army, which is going to be launching offensives once we're able to, which, of course, the initial offensives, as I've said several times before, will be here with the Red Army and the Blue Army, of course, the tanks, and then the Pink Army here. They'll be the ones launching the offensives. We did finish up the research of that naval bombers. Excellent. Nowhere close enough to get 1944 planes, obviously. So let's go and figure out what we want to get next. Just going to kind of dip through here. We've already kind of looked at all the 1941 text, so we should know what we have here, but I don't remember what all I still needed to get, so we'll have to dip through them again. I want to say support companies. Yeah, logistic company would probably be a good choice there. Yeah, I think that's it, actually. There's really not any other choices until 1942. We've done a pretty good job getting the text we need. Now, part of that has been because we haven't been getting naval text, so we are way behind on the Navy game, but that has allowed us to really focus on the Army and Air Force. So, well, at least we good in those departments. We do have outdated equipment production. That's our naval bombers. So I was going to update those. Get the new ones out there. We are at 407 Navy experience. Almost maxed that out. I mean, that's from having all those ships trained for so long. I feel like we can go ahead and pull back on these ones in that case then. Yeah, we're going to go and stop them from training. We'll get the submarines out there. Or, yeah, we'll leave them out there longer. Yeah, it's fine. I was going to say, you know, let them go home and repair. But you know what? We're not going to put those ships out there other than the submarines. I don't see any reason to put any other ships out there. So we want to kind of dip around at the front and see if we have 2 units in every province. This green front is really important, and we do not. Yeah, we actually have some undefended territory. Of course, the yellow army isn't all the way over here yet. Yeah, this is going to be rough, guys. It looks like the purple army can extend their front more. So let's go ahead and have them do that, because yeah, we have well, I think the problem here is that we have multiple divisions in certain locations. Or 3 divisions, I should say. We might have to change this up, guys. It's going to be weird. Yeah, because we could put 1 there and 1 there. Yeah, okay. So let's change this, and we're actually going to have to go like this, because otherwise this is not going to work. Because they're just prioritizing. They're just doing this kind of weird. So let's go ahead and take these guys here and place them over here. Alright, so not what I wanted to have to do, but it's going to be necessary to make sure that we have 2 divisions in each province here for the purple front, where we do have a very weak front because we don't have the fortifications extending all the way down here. We just have level 2s. So, yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't know. Doesn't look good. Okay, well, we're doing the best we can. We did get the Hunt and Destroy. Let's go after Combat Unit Destruction, increasing close air support agility and a plus 10% air superiority. All right, excellent. We also have a free dockyard. I'll put that into, how are we doing on convoys? We're pretty good on convoys, but you know what? We won't control the sea, so let's put 1 more into convoys, since we'll have that disadvantage. I could end up really tearing our convoys up. Now, we're not doing a lot of trading. We might have to reevaluate who we trade with once we start war, so we don't have to worry too much about the convoys. Speaking of trade, there is the fact that the fuel is a bit low. I suppose that's one reason to pull back on these ships. That's what we're going to do. Let's go and stop their Navy exercise and just have them return home. That should save us some fuel, so we can make sure that we're stockpiled as high as possible. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that looks good. Excellent. Let's go and dip back over to France, see how things are going. Of course, looks like they have kind of closed this up here. I wonder if we could help take New Orleans. Probably not. Looks like our tanks aren't doing so well. Reinforcement is blocked because we don't have any supply. Okay, I see. So unfortunately, we need to let them take Paris, is what I'm seeing here. So let's go ahead and move these guys. We're going to just give them a fallback line to come defend here, I think, in these fortified mountain provinces. I think that's the best way to do it. Let me take a look and see how the forts look here. Yeah, they're level 5 forts right there. So let's just sit in the level 5 forts until France loses. We can't help out when we don't have any damn supply, and all we're doing is taking unnecessary losses. So let's build the fallback line here, and let's let them take control here, or at least we won't help. All right, we'll still help here because we do have supply in these locations. I think it's hard to say. It looks almost like, yeah, reinforcement is actually blocked. Okay, do they not have a port? Yeah, they have a port there. You think we'd be getting supply through that? But yeah, we're just not getting anything for those tank units. And this whole front kind of got messed up, didn't it? Yeah, it did. Let's go and pull this back. Italy's actually doing a pretty good job for the most part in staying in the conflict. And okay, I thought France might have capitulated, not quite yet. These guys are not moving, so we're gonna need to force them over here. I'm not entirely sure why they're not moving. Probably supply issues. I don't know. We'll just have to move them ourselves. And they aren't retreating. That's what the problem is. So let's get them retreating here. Yeah, we have to micromanage this a little bit to get it done. Not entirely sure why they're not moving on their own though. All right, so he almost retreated. Let's go and have them take the railroads on over there. Hopefully they can do it without getting attacked. And we'll just defend these 2 provinces here. Alright, excellent. Alright, so they are on location. And you know, it's probably just better if we just defend 1 province. Now I'm thinking about it. And try and stay away from the enemy here. and not fight them. So yeah, let's just run over there, and then we'll just wait until France capitulates so we get our troops back. Okay. So it looks like they finished training over here, so we got that done. That's excellent. I don't know if these guys have arrived yet for the Yellow Army. Something happened. Maybe France just capitulated. That's what it seems like. Yeah, because a lot of stuff is going on right now. This could even be a peace treaty if they didn't need to defeat Italy. Because, yeah, it is frozen right now, so it does make me suspect it was the peace treaty and not just a French capitulation. Yeah, definitely seems to be the case. Alright, guys. I'm just going to go ahead and cut that. That did take a while. So that is the end of the war. Germany won, took over 35 states. Greater Austria took 3 states here in Italy. Let's just see what all else happened. West Indies Federation took a state. Canada took 26 states. What did they take? Oh, they took over Mexico. Why did America not get anything? That's strange. Flanders Wallonia took 2 states. I don't know where they took the 2 states. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what they took. Yeah, they didn't take anything here, doesn't look like. Brazil took a couple states, 3 states. French Republic took 10, so they took the south here. 2 Sicily took 10. United States of America took 7. Alright, so let's go and just kind of dip around the world and see exactly how this looks. Alright, so this is, of course, North America. I assume Canada will release Mexico as a puppet, so they'll be part of the Entente. Here, I'm sure some adjustments were made here. Yeah, Canada took the coast here. Brazil looks like it took a couple locations there as well. Okay, and then, of course, French Republic took the south here. And so now they're on the border with Germany. So this is the Entente and the Reich are currently bordering each other. We'll just have to see if they go to war anytime soon. But this does mean we're going to be going to war by ourselves. But you know what? I expected that. Not surprising. We're getting 5 volunteers back, so that's good. That's going to be really helpful. That's, you know, an extra 5 divisions. Not entirely sure where they're all going to go. 3 of those tanks will go in that blue army. Italian Empire declared. Alright, so they now have the Italian Empire here, now that 2 Sicilies has conquered most of Italy. Looks like the Dutch have been released, probably as a German puppet. Yeah. Okay, so this is how, let's actually just take a look at the faction map. Here's the faction map mode, guys. Oops. Let's click on that again. So this is how things look. The Entente dominates in the Americas, with the exception of Brazil. So there will be, if there's a war between the Entente and the Reich, then you will see a little bit of fighting in the Americas. Here in Africa, not much is in the Reich, just this little area here. So the Entente will dominate in Africa as well, but not much presence in Europe, as you can see. Germany still hasn't lost their territory here yet. That's surprising. There's actually a faction in China now. Okay, interesting. So it looks like it does encompass a couple Chinese states, and then we have the Cairo Pact here. Alright, so that's how things are looking, guys. And of course, the Entente does have a little bit of presence here, but this is the one I noted here. I wonder how Canada got so much stuff. Man, they got a lot of things. I don't know what they're going to do there, and if either Germany or Canada is going to release a puppet Britain there. I suspect they will. And maybe even a puppet France, but maybe not. Not entirely sure. Alright, so guys, we'll read this event here. We got it from finishing up that national focus. Particle physicists have achieved many breakthroughs in Russia in the 1930s, spearheaded by scientists such as Igor Kurchatov, and, you know, I'm not going to read all these names, and others. Our experimental research institutes have formed a sound theory on the potential held by nuclear fusion. They were not the only ones, however. It is no mystery that nuclear physicists in Germany and the Third International have been delving into the potential of nuclear power as well, and all of them have come to the same conclusion, that it can be weaponized. So Kurchatov and several other Russian nuclear physicists have collectively signed a petition and presented it to Pyetr Vrangel, where they have rang alarm bells. Kurchatov informs that the foreign scientific journals have ceased any and all publications about nuclear research, even the most mundane reports, which can only mean that it has become confidential information and Russia's enemies must be actively developing nuclear armament. The only answer is to create a dedicated Russian nuclear weapons program, a request which Kurchatov and his Peers received. Under Vrangel's personal orders, new facilities have been opened deep in central Siberia for the RDS-1 project. And that stands for Reactive Special Engine, which shall recruit Russia's brightest to develop a weapon with the power to manifest apocalypse on Earth. So that increased our war support by 5%. We need some damn stability, that's what we need, man. Did this army get here? These divisions, I meant to check this here. Things have slowed down remarkably. I wanted to see how we're doing on getting this defended. Not well. Yeah, okay. Well, we do get those volunteers back. We can put one of them into this yellow army. But still not going to have this doubled up, unfortunately. Yeah, that's a shame. Okay, we might need to change this up just a little bit, guys. Yeah, I don't think this is going to work here. And I care a little bit less about the south than I do. I want to make sure this is well defended here with the Green Army. And the Green Army needs to pull back on, let's see how many provinces they need to pull back on. A couple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Alright, so let's go ahead and decrease their front by a little bit. And increase their front by some. And then we're just going to have to change up this purple army situation here, guys. It's not how I wanted to do that. But yeah, it's just the way it's going to go down, man. We're just going to have to increase this up and have them cover that province right there so that the yellow army can pull back and cover a little bit less. We'll see how that works, guys. I don't know. This does look like it's going to be a vulnerable area. So we do have a decision available to claim Greater Armenia. What is this about? Oh, okay, this has to do with Turkey. Yeah, we've seen that event. So we're not going to, or seen that decision. We're not going to do that, obviously. We need to save up our political power. We did finish up that mission we sent out. This was to get, we got a bonus for motorized. So we didn't get a tech. Instead, we just got a bonus, which we can use for the next mechanized that we get. All right, so that worked out okay. Yeah, not bad. So I think we should now start working on making resistance contacts. Try and cause Germany some issues. Yeah, I think that's exactly what we're going to do. We only need 2 operatives for this. So let's go ahead and assign 2 guys. See who we want to have go. Probably have that level 2 guy go. I think he'd do well. Infiltration effectiveness. Let's just see here. Yeah, okay. We'll go and have these 2 go. Now, what about this guy? We could have that guy go. Yeah, we'll do that. I know he was working on something, but that's okay. Alright, so let's go and prepare that. And we'll try and make some resistance contacts. And then what we're going to need to do is assign... Might need to let that play for a second. Yeah, because I think we need to reassign these guys here. Once it starts, it'll pull back on them. But I don't know who I just assigned to that mission. Alright, so let's just take a look here. Prepare, it should be ready to commence. So it is these 2 that we sent. Okay. Just need to take a look at that so we know who we need to send to Germany. So we're going to do build intel network with this guy here in Brandenburg, since that other guy, or that gal, excuse me, is going to be replaced. And then we also need to assign this guy. We're going to have him do intel network. See where we want to do this. I think Finland should hopefully lose quickly. Let's have him go to Kiev, maybe? Or is that not? Oops. It would help if I clicked on the right thing. Let's go to Ukraine. Alright, so try and get a little bit of intel there. We do have a focus to get. We're going to take a look at that. What might be good... Man, the game is running incredibly slow right now, guys. Ever since we had that damn peace treaty, things have slowed down remarkably, which is not good. We might just want to spend a little bit of time... We could get this guy. Yeah, we'll do this one. I was going to say that we could have spent our time here with the national focuses instead doing the construction engineering so that we could build those land forts up a lot quicker. Probably should have done that. It would have sped up the process quite a bit. Maybe we could do that now to speed it up. You know, we'll get the airborne first, though. And we haven't got very far, despite being, you know, almost halfway through the video. Maybe not quite halfway, but we still got forts to build. We're getting there, guys. We are getting there. Good God, it just took a long time to build those fortifications. And another war has broken out. Saudi Arabia has declared war right here, and they're not part of a faction, so they'll be easily conquered. So our volunteers, when do they get here? That's what's important here. They're going to get here on the 7th of December, so 5 more days, and then we'll get them assigned. They shouldn't need to train up, though they will have their equipment, so I guess we'll see if they need to train up or not. We're still training some troops here. Those mountain troops are getting trained. I don't think we have any units training, no, because we're at the cap. Well, okay, because we haven't got the volunteers back yet. Alright, so once we get those 2 volunteers, we'll get them sent out. Alright, excellent. So we have the 2 armies here. Now, this guy, I think we're going to make into a field marshal. Yeah, I think we're going to make him into a field marshal, as he would be pretty good at that, and he already has a field marshal trait, the thorough planning. And we don't need a field marshal just yet, but I think we're going to go and appoint him. Plus, he got an extra skill level, so he would maybe be the best field marshal we have. I don't know. Yeah, he's better than Vrangel. Okay, but not better than this guy. So yeah, we want to make him into a field marshal. So where is he at? We're going to look for him, and let's promote him. All right, excellent. So he is now a field marshal, so we're going to want to move him. But we're going to be getting rid of this army here, so it doesn't matter. So that's the main thing I wanted to do there. Let's go ahead and get these guys placed somewhere. So where do we want to put them? We got our purple army down there. I almost want to go ahead and put them on the green army. This is the most important front. So, you know what? Let's go and put them onto the green army, that really experienced unit. And then we'll just move one of these guys down here to the yellow army. Get them up to 24 divisions there. All right, and then we have the 2 tanks, which will, of course, be moving into the blue army. And I kind of want them both down here. I feel like this is going to be necessary. We're going to need a lot of troops there to get this done. Now, you notice they're taking attrition. That is because they're training right now, guys. They might need to train, too, because of the... Well, probably not. They have their manpower. They probably won't need any training. They're just waiting on equipment right now. So then we have these 2 divisions as well. This is going to get the blue army up to... pretty good number. Let's throw them over here. I get them up to 23 divisions, almost 24. And then we have the last purple, the last division here that needs to get placed. And unless we want to create a whole new army, which I don't, but we could. I suppose we could do that to increase the size of this front here. Yeah, I suppose that would work, so that we don't have to cover as many provinces. Just have like one division army here. We could also put them in the blue army to get them filled out, but we're not going to do that. Yeah, let's go and just create a new army and then place them like right here, I think. Let me just see how this looks. Okay, so not very defended there. All right, well, we need to put them here, I think. Yeah, that's where we'll place them. So just create a new army here. Where we have an army, we just need to change up their colors and stuff. So let's see what we might want to use for coloration here. Let's go with this, like a light green, since we already have like a dark green. I'll just kind of go with the real light one here. And give him a little, I mean, he could be a shield, it doesn't really matter. And then he's going to get the, where is it, fallback line for right here. So place him right there. And, oh no, my bad. That is the wrong location. We want him right here, which means we need to pull this one back, kind of help the yellow army out a little bit. And then let's give him fallback line right here. All right, so he'll start moving over to there. And looks good. So still not liking the way this looks, guys. I really don't like it. We do have the ability to pull back, I think, on the yellow army just, pull back on the green army just a bit. Now, does this province? It does touch that one, so that's part of the problem here. So let's pull back on the green army just one. The yellow army covered another one. Just trying to strengthen up this front. Now, part of the problem here is that this green army here. Oh, okay, I see. That green army is protecting that city a bit more than necessary. So let's go and change this up. It sucks we have to micro this way, guys, but yeah, this is important. So, all right, so that looks a little bit better. They'll strengthen that up. It seems that we're still going to be a couple provinces short. Maybe not. That division's going there. We might have exactly 2 divisions in every province on the green front. Excellent. That's exactly what I wanted to see. All right, so we achieved that goal, because that green army is kind of protecting Moscow, but so is the yellow army, I suppose. We got the military police. Let's go and get something else selected. We won't get the next one. I don't think that's necessary. We're in 1942, so we could get 1942 techs, and we actually have a 300% research bonus here, so we can get it in 32 days, so why would we not? Yeah, let's go and research that. That's very, very quick. Lovely. Okay. So yeah, we'll get that, and then we'll start working on 1942 techs. That is technically a 1942 tech. And there's still a little bit of war that was happening, I guess, with the Entente. Okay. So you can see they did free a lot of the countries. You have England now. You have England and a Scotland. I think Canada just going to be stuck with that territory right there. Which, remember, Canada is the British government here. Yeah, this is interesting. I don't see how there's not going to be war between these two. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see what they're working on right now, the Canadians. We need to let this play, though. Trans-Canada Airlines. Nothing that's going to cause conflict yet. We're just going to keep our eyes on the focuses. But yeah, we really want them to go to war. We have finished up the cipher for Ukraine, so we get some nice passive bonuses there. That's excellent. So let's go ahead and go after the cipher for the Austrians. Okay. So how are we doing, guys? Do we have these forts done yet? Not quite. Almost there, though. We're getting there. Let's go and set up some military factories to build. We haven't built military factories in a while. We definitely need military factories. We need a lot of them. So let's go and build all back here. Let's get like five military factories in these 50% locations. All right, so we're almost done with the fortifications, and as soon as we are, we'll declare war. It doesn't look like we'll have a lot of war in this episode, unfortunately. It's kind of a shame. We do have our planes trained. I put another fighter wing up here. Those are mostly old fighters. We almost have enough to get another close air support wing. We did finish up this national focus. So let's go and get these guys assigned. They're probably going to be kind of cruddy. Yeah, they're not great. They're fairly garbage, actually. But let's go and place them over here into that little army there, and these guys will train up. And it'll just kind of help them hold that province there. So is there anything else that we need here? I mean, the radar, I suppose, is useful. We could start going down the Navy ones, but that's not a priority. Not at all. We'll probably be focusing on production. You know, we'll actually need to spend some time to get the political power up. That's what we really need to do. All right, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to go and get the radar technology, and then after that, we're not going to research anything or not get any national focuses until after we've done everything we want to do when it comes to our political power. I'm not entirely sure what's going on here. We're getting this alert. I don't know why it's not firing. Like, it's not commencing. Oh, I didn't select a target. I'm a dummy. Yeah, of course. This is one that requires a target. Yeah, that makes perfect sense, guys. Now, they don't actually have any territory to target. Yeah, they've given everything up, apparently. Yeah, there is two Frances now. And so, yeah, they've given all their territory up, so there's not anything to target because this is Kaiserreich, so this is like an absolutely useless thing. I mean, could have it there, but I don't think it's worth it in that one location. So we really should just cancel this. Yeah, let's just go ahead and cancel it, guys. That's clearly not going to work out. All right, so let's just focus on getting intel up, I think. I think that's really what we should be doing right now. That makes sense why I couldn't do that. I wasn't even paying attention, guys. My bad. So let's go and have her go to Vienna. I'm probably going to be fighting a lot of those troops. And then we have one more guy here. So let's go and take him and place him on building intel. Let's see where we want him to go. Probably here. Yeah, I think that'd be for the best. Let's go here. In Minsk. All right. Excellent. So all of our guys are getting us intel. It's going to be key towards finding out what divisions we're facing right now. And you can already see here, we are just so vastly outnumbered, man. It is not good. Not good at all. And we're looking at, what is it, 9, 10, 11, 12? I don't even want to count that. It's higher than I can count. You guys know I can only count to 15. I think it just started, guys. The Entente just declared war because Canada declared war on England because, you know, of course, they are the British government. And so Albert I said, this is our territory. And there we go. That's what we needed, guys. The Entente just declared war on the Reichspakt. So very, very good news, guys. We will not have to fight alone as I thought we would. And they're already at war. All right, excellent news. Yeah, that is really, really good, guys. Now, I don't expect this to go well for the Entente. I do expect they're going to lose all their territory in Europe very, very quickly. They haven't pulled everybody in just yet. There's France. So they're going to lose the French Republic territory here. I do think that's what will happen. I think they'll lose here as well. But I expect that the Entente should dominate in Africa and maybe the Americas, because you would expect the Americans and the Canadians to send troops down here to take out Brazil. But Europe will still be dominated by the Reich. All right, so that went fantastic. The war broke out super quick. I was expecting us to have to fight a little while by ourselves, but that is not the case. So we'll see if they pull troops off. I assume they will. Maybe not. Looks like they're pumping troops over here. Okay. We're almost ready, guys. We're almost ready. It's going super slow right now. A lot slower, I've noticed, ever since that annexation. We got the special forces. Excellent. We do have another tech to get here, so we can choose to go, quality or quantity. I always like going with the quality, which is especially true when you have this mod that has those division limits. So let's go ahead and get this one here and increase those mountain troops, make them better. Though we are in 1942, so the question is that the best thing to get? 76 days to get it. I suppose it's the quickest one. It does improve the mountain troops. I guess we'll get it. I know we need a lot of other stuff right now, guys. A lot of other stuff. In fact, we really should go for that atomic research next. You know what? That's what we're going to do. Let's change this up, guys. We can wait to get that. This will help us speed up techs, and eventually we're going to want nukes. Let's see how we're doing on the fortifications, guys. Almost there. We are almost there. Just wrapping around this corner here. And then we're ready to join. What do we have here? Oh, the fact that we're over the limit. So this is the penalties that you get for being over the limit. Just one division over has a little bit of an impact, not too much. Remember, that's 0.1% division organization. But yeah, I don't know if it's worth it, that division we got. Probably not. We could increase their abilities, though, because they are kind of cruddy. And I don't know that we'll be able to use them. It's only one airborne division. But yeah, we can change them up here. Let's go ahead and make them 20 widths. Do we not have the ability to add? Oh yeah, maybe we don't. So we can't actually make them larger, or this is a case of me not being able to modify this because of we wouldn't be able to do anything with them anyway. But yeah, we'll go ahead and throw these in here. We can modify it, make them a little bit better for the support companies. I don't know if we'll be able to make any other adjustments though. Now let's go and get them artillery, see what else they might need. Could go ahead and give them recon. Yeah, I really like giving logistics for these guys though. Alright, we're going to want to do logistics, because if they go behind enemy lines, I find logistics to be really useful, which is, if we ever drop them, they will go behind enemy lines. So now it's a question of, do we want anti-tanks, or do we want recon? You know what, let's go ahead and do the recon, guys. Yeah, I think that's fine. And then I'll see if I can make any adjustments here, but yeah, I don't see the paratroopers here. So we can't add to them, unfortunately. Yeah, it seems like we don't have paratroopers researched yet. So we'll just have to save this. They're 12 combat width, which isn't desirable, but whatever. Let's just go ahead and save this. What we could do is remove that to make up for the manpower that we're about to spend. Yeah, we'll do that. I know that we're going to want to eventually change them to 20 width, but yeah, it's fine. I don't like the 12 width and the penalties that we get for that. Kind of sucks that we get a penalty period for being over this maximum limit. You'd think one division over wouldn't be that big of a deal. Now, the penalties aren't that high because we're only one division over, but they're enough to make it not worth it. Even one division. We did get the field hospitals. Remember, that was a nice quick tech for us to get, so very helpful. Could use the extra entrenchment there, but I think we should probably get the research bonuses first, guys. Just try and speed up all subsequent research. So as far as troops that are training, really just the tanks right now, and some of these tanks really don't have much experience because they don't have their equipment. So we're not even ready because of that, because of these tanks being so cruddy here. We don't have the equipment for them yet. We're still really lacking on a lot of the equipment. We might want to make some adjustments, guys. We have a good amount of infantry equipment, so let's just go and pull back on the infantry equipment. I know that this is obviously going to change once we go to war and we start taking losses, but I think for right now we're okay. We need to get those tanks made. Anti-air and artillery is pretty stacked. Motorized as well, but I think we've already pulled from that. So let's just go ahead and pull from both of these here. Just trying to get more factories into the things we really need here. The tanks particularly. Yeah, definitely need to get more into that. Alright, so let's go ahead and go up to like 18 here. How many extras do we have? We have one more. So we could go up to 19 there. Just looking for other options. We could always try and get more naval bombers. We don't have many of those, so we're going to do that. Let's get more naval bombers. I think that's going to be useful. Stop any invasions that we might see here in the Baltic. Alright guys, so yeah, just finish up these fortifications and then training up these blue army troops. That's it. That's all I really have to do. So we're almost there, guys. Almost there. Again, it looks like it's going to be close to the end of the episode by the time we finally declare war. But that does give time for the Entente to make progress in France. You can see that they are pushing forward there. French don't have any troops to defend their own territory. The Germans weren't that far away, though, so I imagine they did send troops over there. And then there's going to be the war here as well against the Italian Empire. I don't know how well this is going to go, guys. I really can't say. They've already invaded here, though. Who was that? Is that? Okay, that's the Italian Empire. They have this weird green color. So we got the Mechanized Offensive. Excellent. We're going to go and continue researching these. Just try and get them done here. And we're even going to use, again, I know that we need those for the tanks, but I'm just trying to get this done, guys. Alright, so we have one more military factory. Let's go and get it assigned. Figure out where we want to put it. I know we need a lot of stuff, guys. How are we doing on the light tanks? Did we get those that problem solved? We did. Okay. Let's go and pull back on these a little bit then. So we'll have even more factories towards getting the damn medium tank situation dealt with. Yeah, because we're just not there, guys. You know, I'm gonna put one of these back in infantry equipment. We need to update, and we're gonna take heavy losses once the battle actually starts. I don't know that Portugal will be around much longer to trade with. We need to consider who we want to trade with. Really, we should probably be preferring countries we don't have to use convoys with. So let's go and do that. Let's go and trade with Siam since they don't require convoys. And we'll see if there's anybody else that we can trade with that doesn't require. Yeah, we'll just trade with Siam. I think that's the best way to do this. Alright, fantastic. So we don't have to worry about them sinking our convoys. Alright, so it's getting exciting, guys. I'm ready for this conflict, man. I'm glad that the Entente declared war very early as well. Again, I was going to declare war regardless of whether they did or not. We were just going to fight it on alone and just see how it goes. But it is better that they have joined the war. That's for the best. All right, let's go and get the 1942 tax. We're going to go for the passive bonuses first. I think that'd be for the best. So let's go ahead and go for... I guess this would be really helpful. I don't know how we're looking when it comes to tanks. I don't really have a ton of tanks. But yeah, I don't know that we have anti-tanks. I don't think we're using anti-tanks, are we? We are not. So yeah. It's probably a good thing that we get that. There's one other thing I wanted to do. I wanted to start making 40 wisps, but we can't do that until we fix our manpower issue. And then we kind of like slowly transition over to 40 wisp divisions for those infantry units. But again, not able to do that just yet. We got to get this manpower law changed, and we'll be doing that immediately. Oh, it only requires 100. I was thinking 150. Okay, well yeah, we need to do that now then. Yeah, let's go and do that. So we'll have more manpower. All right. So that'll start ticking up. We'll wait to actually build units until it starts getting a little bit higher. It does take some time to tick up, so we'll wait. We'll be patient. Okay, so we are using a lot of fuel as well. Let's take a look at how our ships are doing here. Let's go and get those submarines trained up. And do we have any planes to put out there? We could put another close air support wing out there, so that's what we're going to do. Let me just see if there's any air wings that need to be increased in size. It doesn't look like it. Let's go ahead and put another close air support air wing here. Put all those guys there. Put this up to 200. Get them training up. And I think we're going to go ahead. I know that we need the factories, but I think we are going to go and trade for a little bit of oil, guys. Just a little bit. And again, somewhere where we don't need to use convoys. Well, Romania, they are part of that other faction, right? Yeah, the Belgrade Pact. Okay, so they work. We'll trade with Romania. No convoys needed there, though that won't be the case. Yeah, that won't be the case once we go to war, so might want to relook at this and see if there's anybody else. There's Persia. We can trade with Persia. Why not? Give them 2 factories, and that should help a little bit. Again, just trying to stockpile up a little bit of fuel. All right, let's take a look, see how we're doing. We're almost there, guys. Almost there. And Sardinia was annexed already. Okay. So the Italians are doing well. So far, the French are still holding up and are actually expanding right now, so that's good. Albania has capitulated. The French must have invaded there, so that has given them... No, there's no connection here. So that was just an easy conquest that they can't even attack from. So I guess that works out. They'll have to do some invasions up along here. It's really interesting to see how this is going to go, man. Because, yeah, again, I did not expect the Entente to go to war, like, immediately. Now, remember, the Japanese are at war with the Germans as well. They've almost got all this territory here wrapped up. Haven't quite finished up. It almost seems like they're having some losses here and there. But mostly the Germans are losing. Just taking some time. How are we doing, guys? Let's take a look. Almost there. 2 more fortifications left to build. We're still training these troops up, though. The tanks are just in a garbage position. We might just do it anyways. Yeah, because, you know, it's going to take us a while to get the equipment situation dealt with. I don't really want to wait too long. I mean, it's not something that we're just going to fix. We did finish up that national focus. Excellent. So what we're going to do is we're going to wait till we get to 150 here. And then we'll be able to change over to war economy immediately as soon as the war starts. So what we should do, and it's only 100. Okay, yeah. I'm just so used to vanilla. I'm expecting 150 there. So yeah, I think we'll change up to war economy as soon as the war starts. So we should have 30 political power, 30 more political power by then. I guess it really depends on what we're going to wait for here. Yeah, I just don't know that we'll wait for them to get all their equipment. It's just going to take too long. Ugh, the goddamn stability, guys. Fuck. I feel like we have to. Like, we're being forced into taking that damn decision, man, to increase our stability. Our stability is absolutely garbage and just keeps getting lower and lower. And many people have agreed with me in the comments that this is just such a stupid mechanic. It doesn't make any sense. Like, why would you ever want to lose 4% stability every year? Happens probably 2 times a year, so 8% stability every year. That just is going to throw you into the bottom. But yeah, I just think this is just such a garbage decision here, or garbage mechanic. I don't like it. Not one bit. So where's the stability? It's this one right here. So we're going to want to enact that. Yeah, I don't know what else to do, guys. I feel like we've got to get the stability up higher. You can't let it sit at 34%. We do have some free military factories, so maybe we will have to wait just a little bit longer. I know we said we'd declare war this episode, and maybe we can get it done. I'm letting it play at speed 5, but yeah, we're not quite getting there. We are getting the equipment situation dealt with, though, so that's good. Just seeing if there's anything else that we're really short on. Yeah, I feel like we're really good when it comes to getting this done here. And at this point, it's more about, we should probably be working on planes that we can compete in the air. Yeah, that's what we'll do. There's a motion to be voted on. What's this about? The current motion will be voted on. I'm not entirely sure what this is about. We can't interact with it or anything, so yeah, 'cause we're not on the legation council. We had something that said that was like referring to us being able to get on the council, but I don't know what that was or how it works. We finished up the fortifications. Awesome, guys. So now we're building military factories, and we have some free civilian factories. So we could go ahead and just build the ones here. I wasn't going to, but again, it's going to be a little bit while before we're going to be able to advance here. So, you know, we'll build them here, but this isn't really like a priority. We don't have to have this done in order to declare war. I think the only thing we really need to declare war now is the political power situation, man. And I'm just not liking where we're at on stability, and yeah, I don't know, man. And then there's of course these tanks as well. Yeah, overall it's just not going quite the way I'd like with the stability, man. I figured we'd be, remember, when we go to war, that's going to go down even further. It's going to be an offensive conflict, so we're going to lose 30%. We're going to be at 6% stability, guys. To me, that feels like that's not even like, that's just ridiculous, man. It's just really frustrating, this mechanic here. The more I think about it, the more I think that they made a massive mistake with that. They shouldn't have done it that way. Let's build more fighters, guys. Just trying to get the planes built up. We might be able to get another air wing out there. Yeah, it's just it's a really bad mechanic. I don't know what they were thinking when they did that. We could go ahead and get the rest of these factories assigned, by the way. We should be good here on the tanks. We'll go ahead and get 2 more going towards it just to try and get it done quicker, because we are going to take losses, of course. But yeah, overall, we almost have the shortages dealt with, so that's good. It sucks that these guys are taking so damn long to train up. Alright, we'll keep going, guys. And very soon, before the end of this episode, I will declare war on them. You just won't be able to see much of it. We did get a dockyard done, or available, I should say. You know what, let's go and build up the convoys just a bit more. Again, I do think that we might lose some. Now, we'll continue to trade where we don't need convoys, but yeah, I think convoys could be an issue if we start taking a lot of losses here. Alright, come on, man. Get that damn political power built up. But yeah, I don't think we'll be able to fix the stability issue, guys. I really don't expect to be able to fix this, unfortunately. Which is always going to be an issue. We did get another military factory done, even after we assigned those to the... Okay, excellent. We're building these military factories really quickly. Alright, so that's good. So let's go ahead and get this assigned to... Man, I'm kind of just like, let's build the fighters up, man. We're going to start taking losses, you know, once we go to war. Alright, so this is what we're waiting on, guys. 100 political power. As soon as we get the 100 political power, I'll declare war. So we are repairing there a dockyard. That's unnecessary. Let's go ahead and we've already got the forts building up along here, so that's not it's not necessary to build any further there. We have coastal forts here up to level 5 already, so I don't think we need more fortifications. I think we just need more military factories. Always more military factories, guys. I'm leaving a spot open in Moscow, but yeah, it's probably not necessary. So let's go and build all up along here. Also, we could build right there. And we could build right here. I didn't even think about Petrograd. Alright, so build a couple there. Alright, so just really focus on the military factories. Try and get our factory numbers up. Let's go and get all these assigned, guys. Replace all the factories up along here and try and get you know, a good stockpile. Go ahead and move up on the fighters as well. I'm just not gonna mess with this for a while. So now we'll go up to 10 there. And maybe go up here a bit more, up to 8. Alright, so that looks good. It'll take a while for us to get all those factories. We shouldn't have to mess with it for some time now. So just let it play until we get the 100 political power, so that as soon as the war starts, we can change up our economic law, and then we're ready to go, guys. It did take a little bit longer than expected. I thought we'd go to war a couple months, you know, prior to when we will be going. But yeah, I mean, we got the forts done. And overall, we improved our situation with the equipment. That was kind of the real advantage here. Also getting stability up, though, again, this is going to be a consistent problem. And there's really no way around that. But think about it. Like, I don't know how much we get from the police crackdown. It's 0.5%. How long does it last? I'm not entirely sure. I don't know if it's in here or if it's in, I think it would be in a decision here. So it's 100-something days at 0.5%. Okay. I mean, you do lose factory and dockyard uphill, and yeah, I feel like it's not worth it at all. Not even remotely worth it. The fall of Lisbon. So Germany invaded here. Spain is not part of their faction. They must have did a naval invasion. But yeah, Portugal has been defeated. Okay. Were we trading with Portugal? No, we weren't. We are short 1 rubber, but that's okay. I suppose what we could do is set up to build a couple more synthetic refineries. Probably should do that any damn way. Just build up a few synthetic refineries. Looking for some 50% locations. We'll build one right there. And one right there. And then we'll go ahead and place these underneath that military factory there. Alright, excellent. Make sure that we don't have any rubber issues. It helps with the fuel too. We got the research done there, so that's going to help us. Let's get another passive bonus here. Collapse of the Portuguese Empire. So Portugal has lost. They were defeated. It does look like the French Republic is trying to wrap up Africa, try and get finished up there. Brazil has been pulled in the conflict. They're being attacked from all sides. All right, very interesting. It does seem that the Entente has been pushed out of the British Isles, though. No divisions of basic training, even though we have manpower. But we have to wait until we get more maximum supported divisions. Well, actually, no. Let me take that back. This does not apply to divisions that we are building. So we can go ahead and start building troops now. However, what I really want to do with that manpower is go ahead and make these divisions better. So we need to duplicate this and create a 40 width division design, because 20 width is just not going to cut it, guys. Absolutely not going to cut it. So we're going to change this up a lot. So let's go ahead. I mean, we have the experience, so there's no reason why we can't do this. All right, so let's go ahead and give them some artillery here. Give them like a lot of artillery. Yeah, give them a good chunk of artillery there. And then we're going to want to give, I think we have anti-tanks building, right? If I'm not mistaken, we should have anti-tanks. You know, I don't want to do this until, fuck it, we'll do it. We can always change it up if I don't. Alright, so we have the artillery. Let's go and build the anti-tanks now. We're going to get 2 anti-tank and 2 anti-air on this side here. And then we'll just fill it out with infantry, I think. Yeah, fill it out with the infantry battalions. Pretty good organization here. As far as the situation here, we can now change this up. We don't need the anti-air there. We'll want the logistic companies there instead. And I suppose we'll keep the artillery here. We could change it for maintenance companies. And I suppose that would be good. Let me just take a look how much this changes our stats overall. Yeah, we get the equipment capture ratio with the reliability increased. We'd have more organization this route as well. A little bit more HP, but overall our attack stats, as one would expect, are going to be a bit lower. Yeah, they're going to be a little bit lower. As far as support equipment, it does require more support equipment, but less artillery. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll put the maintenance companies here. All right, so let's go ahead and save this. I think we're good to go, right? Yeah, that's the new division. And we'll need a name for them. You know, an icon and all that good stuff. So if you guys want to suggest any names here, for right now, we're just going to give them this eagle here because that looks cool. I never really use that for my paratroopers though, so it might confuse me. Yeah, it'd probably confuse me. Let's do this one here. So we need a name for them, our 40 Wisp. And let's go and get these guys changing up division designs. Though I don't know how much that's going to affect our equipment situation, but yeah, we want to change them up along like the green front. Go ahead and just change a few of these divisions. Let's get like, we'll take a look. We'll see how much it changes it. See if this is going to cause any major problems. So click on that and just see what this is going to cost us. We got everything we need here. All right, excellent. So we'll do a few more then. But yeah, we want the larger division designs, guys. This is definitely going to be necessary. All right, so this looks pretty good. Yeah, we should be good on all this. We have all the things we need here. All right, so let's go ahead and save that. And then we can get them training just until we're ready, which will be very soon. We actually have 100 little power now. All right, one of our agents was captured, unfortunately. Damn it. All right, so we'll have to go rescue that operative, unfortunately. Where was it that she was captured? Austria? Yeah, I think she was captured in Austria. Yeah, that's what it looks like. All right, let's go and pull somebody back. See where they're at. Probably the Minsk guy. And commencement ready. Let's see if we can't rescue our operative. All right, so we could build more division designs, but I think the problem here is going to be equipment. I think we would focus on building up the division designs that we have here, making them better. Do we want to wait until they're done training? I know I said that we were going to declare war as soon as we got 100. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do, guys. I would like to get them to the full 100, but to the full experience level, but they'll get that in battle. Yeah, they'll get that in battle, but we should probably wait until they get their equipment at the very least. That does take some time to deploy all the equipment to them, so we want to make sure they get the equipment. So it feels like I'm constantly pushing this back, doesn't it? Not going to war yet. Alright, so we can get something here, but you know what? Let's go in and get some of the other stuff we need. We got a lot of things that we need to get, guys. Quite a few things. We can go for the next artillery. Yeah, I suppose that would be worth it. But you know what? Let's go for infantry equipment. 126 days to get that researched. But yeah, I'm just constantly pushing back when we're going to actually do this. It's taking a little while for them to get their equipment. We're at 67% now. So yeah, I want them to get all their equipment. Do they have their manpower yet? So I'm trying to hover over this, see if they got it. No, they're at 67% of their manpower too. Cuba is capitulated. Fall of Havana. So Havana was, I said Havana. Havana was part of the Reichs faction, so the Entente has taken over that. Canada specifically. Man, Canada's kind of beastie, man. They've been doing really good here. We've seen them have a obviously very high war score. Because they got a lot of stuff out of that treaty, so apparently they did pretty good in that regard. Alright guys, so we're getting these guys built up here. We're not going to wait for them to finish training. We're just going to wait until they get the equipment. 77% is where we're at right now. And these should be pretty powerful division designs. Especially for a defensive situation like this. We can change something up here. Oh, we can get our Chief of Air Force, though we need to have the 100 political power. Though this would help quite a bit, guys. Just let me delay this a bit more. This guy sucks. Wow. Alright, yeah, I suppose we'll have to do that. That's the best one. Yeah, we'll do that. So now we gotta wait till 100 political power. But that should allow me. And we're continuing this video, though, until I declare war, because I said we would declare war, guys. So now we're just waiting on the equipment and the 100 political power. I just keep on stretching this out. You could always say that there's something that you're not ready with, honestly. There's like at all times you could be like, oh, well, I need this, and oh, I need this before I go to war. But if you do that, then yeah, you see here we'll never go to war. I forgot to pause it. My bad, guys. All right, so let's go and get. Let's do the engineer companies. Get that higher entrenchment. I think that'd be useful, and we have those in all of our division designs. We can now integrate these guys here, and that would get us cores there. So that'd be really helpful, and it doesn't require political power either. So very nice. Let's go ahead and get our submarines training here while we're still waiting to declare war. So yeah, I promise, 100 political power, we'll declare war. Whether these guys are full or not. I do expect they will be, though. They're 87%, so yeah, 2 more ticks, and they'll get that. Oops, didn't realize we're paused there. Alright, so yeah, very soon, guys. And they'll be ready. I won't change anything up. And as far as equipment goes, we do have the equipment to... Yeah, we've solved all of our issues here, guys. So, I mean, overall, this was probably fairly good that we waited. Yeah, it was probably a good thing we did. And I think that'll be overall favorable for us. So we could go ahead and build some more of these, and I think we will. I was going to get just a couple of them. We'll see how many we can get before we start seeing equipment issues. Alright, so maybe like 5. Yeah, we'll do 5, and then we'll do some medium tanks as well. Yeah, we'll be a little bit short, but these are not priorities. None of these should be priorities here. Reinforcements will be our priorities. Garrisons are in the mid. Operations are also prioritized. Upgrades will be... Yeah, I suppose upgrades will be a low priority. We'll want to get all the equipment to our upcoming divisions first. So yeah, we're just waiting for 100 political power. We get 2 per day. And we need 60. So we're talking about a month. About a month, guys. And then we'll declare war. So it'll be in August, in the fall here. So if we get into trouble, one advantage here is that the winter is not that far away. So if we see that we have a lot of issues, then we'll be in a good position. So essentially what we're going to be doing is declaring war and then ending the episode. And that's just so that I wouldn't be able to prolong it any further. You guys know that the next episode is going to be the conflict. Because we'll already be at war. And it does look like the French Republic is starting to lose here. Oh, wait a minute. Holy shit, they capitulated. Oh, no. They are defeated down here in Africa. Who would have expected that? Yeah, Germany, man. The naval invasions. They're kicking butt. They lost all their territory over here almost. They do have a little bit left. Does seem the Japanese are really starting to ramp it up, though. Maybe not. They haven't finished up there yet. Okay, maybe I misjudged that. We did finish up the research here. So let's go ahead and get... What do we have here that we can get? We get the better mechanized. Let's go and go after the advanced special forces. That'll improve the mountain troops and that one airborne unit that we have. All right, so almost there, guys. About 10 more days, and then we'll be there. We are finishing up a lot of research too, so all this is advantageous to us. So we could go with either Desperate Defense or Modern Blitzkrieg. We're actually going to wait to go down the rest of this branch, guys. I know there's some good bonuses. We're going to wait because there's a bunch of other stuff I'd like to get. Let's go and get the artillery here. All right, so almost there. Yeah, we'll get all those 1942 techs before we return to getting the land doctrines, just because they take a long time to get. Quite a while. So yeah, we'll just wait until we get the 1942 techs knocked out. All right, so almost there, guys. Almost there. Remember, I want to be able to declare war and then immediately change up our economic laws once we are at war. Now, as far as these guys here, they are full strength. Let's go ahead and stop their training. We're going to want to pull back on the subs here as well. Stop them from training now. Let's have them go back home. We'll get them assigned next episode. Or in between episodes, I'll probably assign the submarines, get them set up, get all of our navies, all of our fleet set up. All right, we are ready to go, guys. Let's just make sure that everybody has their organization up full. Yeah, we have to fill that up since they were training for a while there. Nobody else is training. All right, so I think we're good to go here in August 1st. All right, let's go and do it, guys. So it is a decision. I don't know if that decision requires any political power. That's not something I considered. There's a decision here. However, one thing we could do is do it through this way. It does cost the 20 political power. Oh, it's 40 days. Okay, so you have... Yeah, I didn't think about that. You have 40 days before it actually takes effect. Got it. This way might be quicker, but it would cost more political power. So it's really... How do we want to do this? No, let's do this one. I want to do it quicker. So we'll go with this one, and this time we'll demand that they give us the land. So yeah, it's going to be a week, and so let's go and do this one. I think this is the quickest way to do this. There we go. Alright, so now we can invade into their territory. We'll have to turn this down. We'll get all of our planes assigned, we'll get our ships out there, and yeah, we'll be at war with the German faction in no time at all, guys. Once they get all this territory taken that we're giving them, giving away, these little provinces we're not going to defend, then we'll create a regular front so that we can get a planning bonus and all that kind of good stuff. So the Germans and the rest of their faction should declare war on us here in mere moments, maybe a couple weeks at most, and hopefully by then we'll already have Azerbaijan destroyed. We'll just race down to their capital over here, get all these victory points taken, and hopefully be able to avoid conflict in their mountains here. That'd be really nice, even though we do have mountain troops capable of doing that. And then this purple army will then be able to move up to these locations here to help out on the defense there. And yeah, we'll just have to see how we do, guys. It's going to be a risky conflict. It's going to be a tough conflict. I think we are vastly outnumbered, as you guys can see all along the frontier. Yeah, they got a lot more troops than we do. Some of them are cav divisions, so probably cruddy. But yeah, they have another front now that they have to deal with. Now, I don't know how much longer that front is going to stick around, because it does seem like the Reich is winning here. Overall, the Reich is winning just about everywhere but in the Americas, the Australasian Confederation. Oh, okay, so that means they'll probably take this territory here rather than the Japanese. Okay, so that's why that was going on. All right, so there's a little bit of a conflict here in Australia. But yeah, really nothing in Asia. No Entente members here because they don't have anybody in India anymore. India is, I think, completely independent. Yeah, they're not in any factions. So yeah, we'll just have to continue watching how their conflicts go. But I'm excited, man. I'm excited to do this war here. So we'll be doing it next episode. Sorry we didn't have it this episode. I do feel like it was better that we waited, though. We are short 6 political power, though, in order to change our economic law. So we'll have to wait to do that. We'll be able to do it soon, though. But yeah, we got the war started, and that's what's important. So I hope you guys did enjoy today's episode. If you did, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. I do hope to see you guys on the next episode, which, remember, will be out on Tuesday. Tuesday's episode, where we'll finally, episode 13, will be at war with Germany. And again, I think this should be a fun and challenging conflict against a superior foe. So I'm looking forward to it. So I do hope to see you on that Tuesday episode. And thanks for watching, guys.